All right, all right. All right. Welcome out. Third game of NIT out here in Minnesota. Got Florida Alliance out here versus the Windy City Storm. A few minutes on the clock for warm-ups. All right, I was informed Daniela is to be referred to as Rudy, so I will do my best to remember. All right, about 1 minute left here in warm-ups, and we'll get to playing. Girls getting stretched out, get those pucks in the net, collect them up here. We get the bucket first. All right, both teams break the huddle. Annabelle, Olivia, Mac. Come up on your front line when you see Addie and Lily on the blue. We've got to switch sides. Again, two 23-minute halves. Alliance, their first time in the dark jerseys. They're going to be going from right to left to start. Ref checks in with everybody's ready to drop the puck. One over in the skates of the Alliance, going to be picked up by Annabelle. She gets into the zone, top of the circles. Storm go D to D. Bumped up on that far side. Mac throws a little shoulder over there, gets the puck forward through the neutral zone. Storm able to get it in. They've got a 2-on-1 coming. Shot high up in the air, pops down, lands in the crease. They bang away at it, and Aviana able to get her glove down and get it smothered. Quick change on the D. We'll see Tamara and Rudy come out. Max squares off, lines up, wins the puck, comes up towards the defense. Defense over on that far side, get it up towards the winger, pinched off on the blue line. Pass down low, comes over, now the up pass towards Tamara. Tamara flips it up out of the zone, trying to get Annabelle on her way up and out. Rimmed around that outside wall. Rudy's going to pick it up at the hashes. She gets checked off the puck over at the far side. Shot misses wide to the right. Two Alliance girls come at it. They've got a break up towards the front. Flipped forward on Mac's stick. Mac gets through. Storm pick it up. They reverse direction. Come forward. Rudy with a chop on the stick over there at the far side. Gets it going the other way. Mac's going to dig it out at the red line. She's got some help. She pushes it over towards Annabelle. Annabelle near side. She comes in. Takes it down into the corner, hits the brakes, looks for some friends, gets a shot towards the front of the net. Everybody was changing, so that puck gets thrown all the way down 200 feet for icing. Jordana to take the draw here. She's got Amelia on her left. Wins the puck over to the hashes. Tries to bump it up to the defense. Still unable to get it around her. Riley has to hustle back. Puck goes all the way down. Made it across the line, and that'll be another icing. Jordana again. One over to the far side wall. Storm pick it up. They're going to stick handle behind their net. They come forward with speed. Breakout pass. Cross ice to the center. Center has it. She's going to come through the neutral zone. She takes some step with speed. Cross ice pass. Poked in on the backside. And they'll take a 1-0 lead. They came through, down through the neutral zone. They had a lot of speed going. Cross ice pass right through the crease and able to tuck it home on the backside. Storm take the 1-0 lead early. Shaddy to take the draw here. Couple players missing their neck guards. Got kicked off the ice. Playing a friend from home in Sabina. I see her out there, 31 on the Storm. Now they're ready to drop the puck. Shaddy lines up. One back to Sabina. She's going to move it over for the Storm. Gets it up on the front. Teagan forces the pass. They've got it top of the slot. Teagan gets it over towards the front. Shaddy pushes it forward. Now the Storm stick handle through on the near side. Over for Teagan. Came into the zone. Good back check there on the backside by Addie. She rims it around the wall. Took a funny bounce, and Storm lost an edge as they come forward. Now it's poked forward, still in the high slot. Turn around, dump towards the inside wall. Teagan with pressure at the hashes. Puck gets moved down around. Centering pass comes up through everybody. Going to be picked up on that far side by Annabelle. Oh, sorry, that's Olivia. Flipped it forward. Olivia is going to push it down into the zone. Left for Shaddy to chase. They hit the brakes behind, lose the puck. Centering pass up to Teagan, and it just hit a stick and didn't quite make it. Now they come through. On the outside, poke check over there by Annabelle. Centering pass, dumped out of the way. Off the inside wall, trying to flip it up towards Teagan, up towards the defense. Teagan hustles up, shot, misses everything to the right. Now they get it tied up over on that far side. Down low, pass, centering pass comes up. It's on Teagan's stick. Teagan turns around, dumps it around one player. That leaves Annabelle on the inside. Annabelle comes across. She's got some speed. She comes all the way in, has the puck down low behind the net. Storm losing edge back down low. Now it's high in the slot. Shot right on as Mack teed up a slapper high in the slot, able to get corralled down by the Windy City goalie. Lined up again. Mack pushes it into the corner. Windy City has it. It gets bumped up in front. She loses an edge trying to push it up to the D. It came out of the zone. Rudy's going to chase it. She picks it up at her circle. She's going to pivot left and right. Makes the pass to Tamara. Tamara in her corner has two on her. She looks to fight it forward. Shot goes off the side of the net. Now Mack rims it around the wall on the near side. Picked up by Amelia. Amelia goes cross ice and just missed Annabelle. They come in onside play. They take it low around behind the net. Looking to bump it up to the defense. Defense have it. Cross ice pass. Almost intercepted by Annabelle as she was up there covering that play. Now back down low. Tamara up the wall. Amelia dumps it back down as it hit the defender. Now it's moved up. Annabelle's going to take it. Red line. Grabbed by the Storm. They turn back directions. Cross ice pass in the zone. Mack, she's going to throw it off the wall to herself. She's got one to beat. She comes in, good onside play. She throws it into the corner. She's going to chase. She has to take a couple players down on the way by. It's going to come back for Riley. Riley has it in her skates. She's going to tee up a shot high up in the air. It's going to bounce over on that far side. Hits the corner. Flipped up off the outside wall. Bryn pinches down. She's got a stick on it. Plays it back down into the zone. Bryn, she's in a stick battle over there. Gets some help out on that backside by Maddie. Now the Storm take it. They come back up this way. Throw it off the wall. Icing. Again. Jordana, she's going to tee up a shot here. Gets it back to Bryn. Bryn down the wall into the near side corner. Storm take it up and around. Good stick there over by Maddie. Gets it up and back. Now the Storm dump it up and out, and that's going to be Bryn's puck on the far side. Off the outside wall. She was in front of the red line. It's going to be deep again for everybody to chase. Good hustle there by Olivia. She tries to move it up towards Riley, and it comes up and out. They get a fast break as they go right by the D, and she loses the handle on it as she tried to go backhand. She's going to spin around, try another try at it. She goes off of Riley's skate. Now they move it back the other direction. Jordana has the puck at the wall, moves it up to Olivia. Olivia at the red line dumps it, goes off a skate. Now they go cross ice, up off a stick, grabbed by Bryn. Bryn's going to turn around. Hits the brakes behind her net. She's going to move it back this way. Olivia picks it up off the wall. She tries to flip it forward. She's got a step up there, but they're able to dump it down low. Back to Bryn. Bryn turns around at the hashes, moves it up to Olivia. Olivia flips it out of the zone off the outside wall at the red line. Jordana chases down low in the corner. Turn back up this direction. Now it's up and in. Teagan comes fresh off the bench. She gets some pressure on that puck. Picked up by the Storm. They walk down low. Stick handling around. Go for a centering pass. Chopped on net. Now it's back behind. Thrown off that outside wall. Olivia fights the puck and it ends up into the low corner. Now a centering pass. Hits a skater. Now it's up on the near side. Puck up top. And thrown out of harm's way out in front of the net. High up off the wall. Never touched the protective netting. The Storm looking for the play. Now it's down low. They peel off into the high slot. Teagan on her as she comes around. Looks for that centering pass again, and she just chased it in. Now on the near side. She's got the puck, dumped it forward. Tried to get a hard pass up top to Teagan. Teagan's going to pick it up on the near side. She loses an edge but gets it out of the zone. Now it's back in on the front side. Poke check there by Teagan. Stick handled across the high slot. They get it down low. Shot in front goes off of a skate and deflects to the far hashes. Backhand gets it up out of the zone. They say no icing. That allows Alliance to get the full change on the far side. Storm looking for the play. Held on to the puck too long. They were able to crash in on it. Rudy got in there as Shaddy was playing it on the near side. Puck moved up. Far side for the Storm. They stick handle down low. Tried for that centering pass again. Goes off the side of the net. Picked up by the Alliance. They come away. Nice centering pass, getting it up and out of the zone. Hit a stick, and it's at the blue line. Alliance with two little players. They get a backhand pass up and out of the zone. She's going to come in, try and pick her pocket from behind, and they came over off sides as they were changing. Intentional offside. Sees Mack with the puck. One back by the Storm. They have it. Take it over far side. They move it up towards the wall over here for Tamara. Tamara off the outside wall. Gets it out of the zone. Now for Jordana. Jordana takes a step. She's got a lane. She walks over. Puts it over right in the face. She tried with the backhand for a second try and couldn't quite get it on net. Good hustle there. Now the puck's up out of the zone. Turn back the other direction. It's in. Poke check off a stick. They've got two in front. Walks it right down low. Pushes it on net as Mack got in there. Now fought off the puck at the hashes. Turns it back the other direction. Jordana's going to chase her around behind the net. Angles her off the puck. Gets it over up in front for Maddie. Maddie to Mack. Jordana and Rudy all playing the puck down low. Another shot goes off the top left of the side of the post and now flipped up and out of the zone. They push it back down this direction. Rudy checks over her shoulder. She's got some room. She's going to take it behind the net. Two on her. Held it for just a little too long, but Tamara comes back in and helps her out, get the puck up and out of the zone. Picked up by Mack. Mack off the backside wall. Olivia starts sprinting up ice. Up and down, icing on that play will move us back down low. 13:45 left. Here in the first. Shaddy to take the draw. One by the Alliance over for Teagan. Teagan has it. She's going to take it wide. She makes the pass right up on the tape of Shaddy. Shaddy comes down. She looks to dump it in. Good pass there. Now we come back the other direction. They move it in. Storm have it. They stick handle across the line. They came across way off sides as 22 had about 3 steps into the zone. Now for Shaddy again. Puck drop. Shaddy wins it back. They have it at the wall. Up off the side, tipped out of the zone. Make them regroup. Now they come over near side. Teagan with pressure on this side. Stick pass hits Lily on the tape. Now it's up front. Olivia hustles forward after the puck on the forecheck. They get down low. Stick up top. comes over, poke check there. Left in the high slot, Teagan throws it towards the net. Now it hops, skips, and jumps around on the backside. They look for that breakout pass and decide to turn around the other direction. Another shot at it comes in, crashed in on the front. Left for Shaddy. Shaddy over to Teagan. Teagan tries to move it through the group and couldn't quite pull the trigger on a shot. Now it's moved up the other direction. They walk across into the zone, pushed wide, over for Lily. A second try at it, sticked aside by Aviana. They look to get it up towards the top. The defense pinching way down low in and off the side of the net. That defense knew right when to activate as she came crashing down. She's looking for that puck up top. Teagan comes in, pass back down low at the hashes. They come across, played back on the backhand, gets it down low towards the hashes. Another shot right up front, covered up by Aviana. .12:14 left here in the first. Jordana takes the draw on the far side, wins it back for the Alliance. Off the near side wall, a low shot. Couldn't get an angle on it as Annabelle was hustling up on that. Now for Jordana. Jordana chips it up, gets it to Tamara. Tamara's going to throw it off, rolls on the dasher. It's trickling down on this near side. Icing will be called, and one of the Storm loses an edge right next to the boards. Jordana to take the draw again. Puck won back by Jordana. They have it low in the corner. 2-on-1 in the backside corner. Comes up top. Open lane as she comes in. Stick handles through the high slot. Shot over the top of the net. Picked up by Annabelle at the hashes. She's going to turn around. Gets it back down low in the zone. Rudy hits the brakes, turns around. She's going to make that breakout pass to Annabelle on the far side. Storm hold the line. They get a shot that goes way up over the top of the net. Now crashed in on as Amelia gets it up the wall. They try and pull it, able to hold it in the zone. Couple moves down low. A nice centering pass across to the back door and just missed. Picked up by Annabelle. Annabelle's going to come forward with it. She goes cross ice. She's got Amelia up top. They hold the line. Down low here, now it's cross ice. Kept alive by Amelia. Amelia tried a shot, got it poked off of her stick. Jordana's going to pick it up low. Jordana, backhand centering pass, comes up high to Riley. Riley, a low shot, knocks a stick out of her hand. Now chipped up out of the zone. Bryn has to fight that one off as she comes low and in. She got a stick on there and able to fight that off the puck. She rims it around the wall towards the far side hashes, and then another try at it, gets it up, and it squeaks out of the zone. Left for Olivia. Olivia comes crashing in. She's going to give the forecheck on. Good pressure there, and it comes off the stick on that forecheck. Jordana applying pressure, far side. They come in, onside, poke check there. Shot up on the top left, missed the net. Now dug out by Jordana. Jordana's going to take it. She flips it up high over the top of the net. Left for Riley on the near side. Breakout pass over for Olivia. Comes back into the zone. Poked at by Bryn. Storm get there first. Bryn's going to come down, try and pinch her off on that far side wall. Jordana helping her out up to the defense. Defense have it. They stick handle down low into the zone, looking for that centering pass. Comes off the outside wall. They weren't able to quite get there. Riley, she's going to poke check it. Puts it off the stick. Another turnaround shot right into Aviana. She's going to glove that up. Now Max line. Max squares up. One back to the defense. Teagan crashed right in on that. Puck goes wide of the net as she shot it. Now up that outside wall. Comes off on the inside. Max going to get it. Mac has Annabelle up front. Annabelle comes in. Back comes over at the hashes. They're able to dig the puck off the outside. They walk forward. Poke check there. Shot goes high up over the top of the net. Ramped off a stick. Now up top. They throw it back down low again. Not quite into the zone. Another shot hit a leg right in front of the Windy City player. Now she chases it over into the corner. Matt comes in to help out. Pushed up the outside wall over for Annabelle. Annabelle comes away. She's got Tegan up top. Tegan looking to catch it on that backhand. Turned back around the other direction. That was behind the red line, but no icing as it went through a lot of traffic. Leaves Lily a little bit of time to throw it up to Annabelle. Annabelle picks it up at the hashes. She's going to flip it up high off the wall. Leaves it for Tegan on the forecheck. Tegan comes down and in. She's going to cut it off on the backside. Forces a pass to the hashes right through the legs on that backside. And Annabelle with a poke check there, able to slow things up a little bit. They still walk down. Nice centering pass. It's loose on the backside, flipped up high into the air. Tegan got a stick on that shot. Now Mac's going to turn it around the other direction. Some high-speed hockey here as Mac puts it off the wall to herself and down low into the corner. Everybody's peeling off for a change, so Alliance look for a little help on the forehand side. Now the Storm, they stick handle in. Tamara with a reach on the poke check. She's going to get that puck off of her stick. Storm still have it down below the net, but 2-on-2 battle back down there. Over for Shaddy. Shaddy breaks up the cycle. She gets it down low, up top towards the defense. Shaddy comes in, gets in the lane on the shot. Cross-ice pass, picked off on that backside by Amelia. They go off that outside wall. Picked up by Shaddy. She's going to stick handle down into the zone. Tipped off. And goes over around behind the backside of the net. Shaddy up top, right in front, poked at by Amelia. That's going to be Tamara's puck. Tamara has to dump it in, and Shaddy wasn't quite out of the zone yet, so they'll take it right here out front on an offside play. They're going to say intentional and move it over towards center ice. Now Jordana, she lines up a stick, knocked the stick right out of her hands. They get to the blue line, dump it in. Chased after by Rudy. Rudy's going to pick it up. She gets a backhand pass to Tamara. Tamara chips it off the wall lightly. Now Maddie. Maddie's going to take it forward. She gets it up, looking to hit Jordana up top. Gets to the blue line, or red line, dumps it down. Jordana with some speed comes crashing in. Puck hit a skate, flipped all the way down. That'll be icing the other way, with 7:08 left here in the first. Puck dropped back down low, picked up, nobody on her. As Olivia, she's got some time. She's going to stick handle around. She's going to cycle the puck over and gets it to Maddie. Maddie's going to stick handle down. Olivia on it. She's trying to get it back to Riley. Riley with a low shot, screened in front, hit a leg and just deflected wide. Now a 3-on-2 coming back the other direction. They push it in on the front side. Crashed in on and pushed down low up in front. Puck's loose in the high slot. Riley flips it out of trouble. Left back there for Bryn. Bryn tips it up out of the zone off of Riley. Another shot at it comes over near side. Maddie hustles over. She's going to get her stick on it. Another chop at it goes into the high slot. Jordana looked to carry it up this direction. Now turn around. Storm able to keep it over at the hashes. Riley crashes in on that play. Poke check there. Got it off the stick. She moves it forehand. Goes off of the blocker. Now picked up by Jordana, who tried to backhand it out of the zone. She's going to turn it around the other direction. Now behind her own net. Stick handled by the Storm. Backhand pass right in the center. A low shot flipped out of harm's way by Riley. It made it right into the defense, and they're a little flat-footed right now. Been a long shift as I believe that's Olivia picks it up far side. Good smart play there. She flips it up and down. Jordana with some hustle got on there. They say no icing, so Jordana is going to try and catch over there. Why? They're changing. They got the change off. They come in. I think a few of the girls thought it was going to be a whistle, so they slowed up a little bit. Played after on the low corner by Addie. Addie gets it high up into the air. Now poke check down low. Annabelle comes off. Centering pass right up front. Shut down by Bryn. Cycle down low underneath and goes off the backside wall. They tip it up on the near side. Over for Tegan. Tegan on her backhand trying to fight it up the wall. Comes through. Left for Annabelle. Annabelle picks it up. She gets the pass up top towards Mac. Mac has one to beat. She comes in, has it on her backhand. Looking for some help coming down low into the zone. She comes down. Tegan crashes in. Gets a stick on there. Cross-ice pass. Comes up and out of the zone. Now they got a 2-on-2. She takes it wide. A shot never got towards the net. Not a lot on it. Bounces off that outside corner. They hit the brakes on the backside. And they come up as the puck gets flipped up high off the wall. Now, as they try to fight the puck through over on that far side, Maddie and Tegan have it tied up in their skates. Bryn comes in to help out. And the Storm able to peel away with it. They come across. Good play there. Poke check keeps the puck wide. Another centering pass comes up high slot. They come walking through. Now the puck's down low in the corner. They battle it off the outside wall. Tegan with some pressure forces the pass down to the hashes. Played off that backside wall. They move it back up to the inside. Grabbed over there for Tegan. Tegan chips it out of the zone. And they get the offsides. .401 left here in the first. Shaddy to take the draw. Puck's dropped, one back by the Storm. They have it over on that far side. Pass up the outside wall. Bodied off by Rudy. Rudy gets in there. She's got her back to the play. She bodies off that player again as it gets thrown down on the near side. Poked up, not out of the zone. Hits a skate. She's trying to get it over towards Amelia. Amelia gets the pass. Hit a stick right up front. Icing's waved off. That leaves Shaddy to come in on the puck. Hit a body. Shaddy gets up there. On the back check, Maddie comes through. And she goes down on that backside. Picked up by Olivia. Olivia turns it up far side. Cross-ice pass. Picked up by Shaddy. Shaddy turns around. She's going to move it in. Drop pass over here for Amelia. Amelia comes all the way across. Shot. Hits the side of the post and out. Good shot there by Amelia. They turn it back around the other direction. Hit a player on the inside, and they're going to have to chase after it again. Now down low. Madison gets a pressure on it. She has it at the hashes, trying to turn it in. It's loose right up front. Another shot. Ooh. And Jordana had a second there. She tried to center. It goes off a skate. They turn it back up the other direction. Storm come across the red line. They walk forward. Tamara and Bryn play the puck the other direction. Bryn hits the brakes, trying to move it back. Gets a nice drop pass for Jordana. Jordana with speed makes the up pass, gets it to Maddie. Maddie up back to Annabelle. Annabelle comes across. She goes right through the legs of one player and loses it. Maddie decides to pinch in. She's got it down at the hashes. She comes all the way across. Riley looking to help out, and the puck bounces into the corner for Annabelle. Annabelle on her backhand. She ends up going down with the puck, and she's going to have to wait on that breakout. 2-on-1 coming across with Riley. Riley pushes the play wide. Down low. Good poke check there. She brings it back in off the side of the net. Picked up by Bryn. Bryn's going to move it. I thought she had lost the handle on it, but she still had it. Another shot covered up by Aviana with 1:53 left here in the first. Matt comes in to center the line. Dropped one by Mack back off that outside wall. Storm have it at the circle. Can't get a shot off. It goes over on the far side. Slide over by Aviana. Now down low in the corner. Addie, she's going to play the puck, trying to get it up forward for Annabelle. Olivia has it. She's got Tegan up front, trying to make that cross-ice pass. Lost the handle. She's going to pick it up, and they just couldn't step onside. Mack had taken one quick step across and lost the edge. She was trying to everything she could to stay on. They'll line it up again. 1:29 left here. Mack to take the draw. Mack ties up the winger. Over up front. Picked up, dumped down into the zone. Comes all the way across. Breakout pass up top. Storm have it. They're going to push the puck at the blue line. They go wide with it. Crashed in on down low as Lily pushes the play around. She got to try to wrap around shot. Good poke check there. And a nice stick lift on the other side. Puck off the backside of the net. They play it down low, trying to get it up and out. Mack has her stick tied up as she's trying to get the play up and out of the zone. Annabelle gets over there. Tegan has it. She's going to come over near side. Couldn't quite get it out of the zone as they're able to dump it back in. Off a body. Hits another player. Up to Tegan. Tegan tried to play it off the wall. Its shot hits two bodies down front. Now Amelia. Olivia has it. She flips it down into the zone. It had too much on it as it was behind the red line and will take another icing. Jordana on this draw. One back by the Storm. They have it up top. Low shot. Kicked aside by Aviana. Now it's down low. Comes off that inside wall. She tried for a low shot. High slot. Peels around. She walks in. Off of Aviana again. Aviana, she's going to collapse on that puck and get it closed down. 17 seconds left here. Mack's going to take the draw here. Jordana goes over to that far side. Tied up here at center. Pushed around behind the net. Olivia fights the puck down low. 2-on-1 here at the hashes. They look to push it up towards the front. Grabbed by McKenzie. Mack gets it up out of the zone as Maddie pushes it up and out. And after one, a pretty good period by the Alliance. They hold them to one. Shots is 3-8. And we head back to the locker room. All right, back from the locker room. Fresh ice. High-speed hockey. They definitely do it right out here in Minnesota. All right, that'll do it for second period warm-ups. All right, Alliance breakaway. Aviana back to her net. Starting lineup here, we've got Jordana. She's got, or sorry, no, that's Mac with Annabelle and Olivia. Puck one back. Annabelle tries to flip it up out of the zone and got stuck to the ice with the water. Pushed forward by Olivia. Crashed in on by Annabelle. Now they turn it back up ice. Poke check there. Gets it down around behind the net. Thrown off the inside wall. Annabelle comes forward. It hit on the line and they kept it in. That means they got to chase it back in. Up top, off a body. Came up and out of the zone. Now pushed in. They got a little step on here. They walk over. Take it wide, shot, and good slide there by Aviana. I thought she had that initially. It must have hit on the top right behind her, and they collect a goal early. Jordana comes out, one back by the Storm. They have it over far side. Moog D to D. Lose handle of the puck. Jordana with some pressure there, and Tegan comes up on the inside. Good poke check there, left for Rudy. Now Jordana kicks it up to her own skate. Storm peel off on the inside. Tegan with pressure, forces the pass to the inside. Rudy collapses in. They go down on that backside. Looking to drop pass into Maddie's skates. They come over near side. Peeled away. Tegan got a stick on it. Comes back down low at the hashes. Centering pass, stick to side. Now Tegan on the near side. Defense dumps it back down low into the corner. Jordana gets there. It's stuck to that ice again as it's fresh and wet there. Comes up top to the defense. Defense have it. Shot goes off Teagan and she crashes the defender. Now they have it down low again. She's going to move it center ice in the high slot. Drop pass back to the D. D goes D to D, far side. They walk down low and shot goes on net off the body. Comes up top to the hashes. Another try at it. Comes down low, high slot. Teagan got a stick on it. She's got to come all the way over. And she got another stick there. Turned around, up and out of the zone. Tipped off as it slowed down. They're going to say icing on that one, as our player was the one that tipped it. And they'll turn it back down into the Alliance zone. Shaddy checks over her shoulder. She's in to take the draw here. They tell everybody to back up just a little bit. Shaddy wins it, comes to the defense, comes up and out of the zone as they were a little far back. Olivia, she's got some speed, dumped it in. It was just a touch offside. Riley has it. She's looking for that cross-ice pass. High up in the air off the outside wall. They pick it up and take it back into their zone. Chased after by Olivia. Good step up there by Bryn. Bryn fought it off of her stick. And now she's got to turn around for Riley. Riley, breakout pass far side to Amelia. Amelia trying to chop it across the red line. Gets it there. Played after by Olivia. Now on the inside for Shaddy. Shaddy up to Bryn. Bryn's going to chop it the other direction. Picked up by the Storm. They get it towards the blue line. Almost poke checked right off the stick. They got to fight it all the way out as Olivia lost an edge and was deep in the zone when they came across. They turn it around near side here. Mack to take the draw. Teagan pokes it forward through the faceoff. Now they bring it in on the inside. Dumped off that outside wall. Bryn chases it down low. Bryn has it, pokes it up the inside wall. They try to move it back the other direction. Over Bryn's stick, and now Riley. Mack comes in there on the backside. She got a stick on there, trying to push it up the wall. Defense get it. They dump it back down in. Over for Riley. Riley has it. Backhands up towards the top. Picked up top by Annabelle. Annabelle comes forward with it. She's got Teagan on the near side. Poke check off of her stick. Mack's going to come in on the backside. They come crossover on this inside. They bring the puck wide, up pass to the top winger. They try and drop pass it, and Teagan sniffs that out, and the shot goes off the side of the net. Now down low in the corner. Poked at. Annabelle came all the way across. They're high in the slot. Tried a backhand shot, tied up front, and tripped up as she goes down. That's Mack. Mack flips it up off the wall. Annabelle comes across. She got a stick on there. Now it's up top towards the other side. Another shot goes off Teagan's stick, ramps up high into the air. Now it's back around behind on the other side. Breakout pass, looks to come up that outside wall. They get it up there for Teagan. Teagan has it, rolls off of her stick, and goes up and out of the zone. Came in off sides, and they get the whistle. They're going to take it to center ice on intentional offsides. Jordana to take the draw. One over far side, going to be picked up by Rudy. Rudy, she's got some room backside, flips it off the wall to herself, trying to break it down in. Jordana on the cover. She's going to take it on her backhand. Stick handles, hits the break in that backside corner. Up the wall, defense get it. They dump it to the hashes. They got a little bit of room. She's going to stick handle it down low. She cycles the puck, drops it back up to the defense. Defense back down low. Jordana sniffs that out. She gets it off the wall and trying to get it up and out. They stick handle in, high slot. Backhand, pass, down low, poked off of her stick over into the far corner. Now flipped up and out. It's going to come all the way out of the zone. Windy City regroups as they come back to their blue line. They come all the way across. Annabelle with a poke check there. Got it off the stick. She's going to chase it down into the zone. Back up top. Missed Rudy. Rudy's going to take it around behind her net. She's got some room. Breakout pass up top. Now at the far side. Down low in the corner. She has it pinned up against the wall. Dug out by the Storm. They come forward with it. Cross-ice pass hits the defense. Fought off by Olivia. Olivia tried to flip it up out of the zone and the Storm able to keep it alive. Tamara, she's going to pick it up, round off that backside wall, picked up by Rudy. Rudy on her backhand, flips it up. Storm with speed came right in. A little soft touch pass as she tries to get the puck forward, dug out by Olivia. Olivia, she's got some room in front of her. She comes all the way forward, walks it in, fires the shot off the tip of the glove, deflects behind the net. Now they turn back around on the inside, look to bring it back the other direction. They come all the way in. Good cross-ice play there by Jordana. Played over to Riley off the stick of Aviana. Aviana drop pass to Bryn. Bryn has it. She does a soft touch pass up the wall, trying to get it to Tegan on the way out. Flipped up towards the blue line. And a cross-ice D-to-D pass almost intercepted by Jordana. They walk up blue line, enter into the zone. Riley has it. Looks to poke check it off. Bryn with the poke check. Soft touch shot. Never hit the net. Now Riley has it. Riley, she flips it up off that outside wall. They come across. They got two of them up top. Over to Tegan. Tegan has it. She came in off sides, though, as Jordana had just had a step off there. The lineup here, Shaddy on the inside. One back by the Storm. They get it over far side defense. She's going to skate it up. Gets to the red line. Looks to dump it deep. Forechecker on. Down low in this near side corner. Addie pins it up against the wall. Dug out by Shaddy. She gets it up, splits the defense, and it comes trickling out of the zone. They wave icing off as the Storm pick it up and carry it around behind their net. Grabbed out of everything by Shaddy. She's going to flip it off, and she gets tripped up going into the zone. Now back up top. In the low corner. Shaddy chases it over. A pinch down low. Covered quickly by Amelia. Good hockey IQ play there. They're going to stick handle it in. Poke check there on the far side by Lily. Another shot goes off a leg. They have it on the backhand. Circle around, move it up to the defender. Amelia crashes up on the defender. She's got two to go through. A good play there as she gets it up and out of harm's way. A soft touch pass to Shaddy. And they turn it back into the zone. They go far side. Good defensive stick there by Shaddy as she blocked that play. Cycled up on the inside, over on that backside, and she puts it across the ice and buries it. Good puck movement there by the Storm as they got everybody moving left to right. (15:22). Here in the second. Puck drop. McKenzie had it for a moment. Now it's back to Tamara. Tamara opens up, looks for the pass up and out of the zone. It goes right to the high slot. Now bumped down into the corner. Puck up top, handled by the defense. She makes the pass down low. Turnaround shot out of the way by Aviana. Now it's moved up on the near side. Picked up by Rudy and into Aviana's pad. She's going to cover that up. A little bit of bump and go in the corner by Rudy. And they're going to take a timeout over here for the Alliance. All right. We break away here on that other side. Jordana comes out with Teagan and Mack. Puck's dropped. They pick it up. Poke check there by Tamara. She's going to chase after it over in that far side corner. Defense pinches in down low at the hashes. They look to get it up and out. Good play there by Mack. She's going to let it go to Daniela. Rudy tried to break out, hit a skate. It's going to stay in the zone as they play it over and up. We get up outside of the zone on an offsides. Puck's moved up the outside wall. Didn't hit anybody from behind the red line. No icing. Fought after by Addie. Addie pushes it over far side. Mack's going to take it into the corner. Now comes over on this inside. Good backhand pass there. 2-on-1 in the corner. Needing some help from Mack. Now Mack gets there. She got a stick on it. She's going to rim it around the wall looking for her breakout. Came through the winger. They turn it up on the inside. Comes over and across, chopped forward by Teagan. Teagan gets it to Jordana. Jordana trying to dance the line, and they're going to call her for a hook. The Storm will go on the kill. Alliance with a power play. They're going to keep this line out there. They got 5 forwards. 4 forwards. Teagan's playing defense. They drop the puck on that far back side. Flipped up and out of the zone. They get it up and out. That should be enough for icing. And we'll regroup back down low and do that one more time. Puck's one back for Teagan. Teagan has it. She drops it back to Daniela. Daniela has it, moves it off a skate, comes over on the outside. They come stick handled all the way in. Poke check there by Mack. Mack puts a shoulder up into her. Comes over trying for the wraparound. She's going to stick handle it around behind the net. Comes forward with it. Grabbed by Mack. Mack flips it up and out of the zone. Right onto the stick of the Storm. Storm have it. They turn it back around. They come in, over for Teagan. Teagan has it. She's going to go around behind her net. Teagan looks to set it up. Breakout pass. Cross ice onto Mack. Mack with speed comes through the zone. She gets hooked down, and she came in. And they'll go back down to, they'll go on a 5-on-3. Storm line up, puck back to Teagan. Teagan throws it on net, tipped and just went wide. They're going to pick it back up top. They look for that pass, get it to Jordana. Over for Teagan. Sorry, Rudy had it. Teagan's going to have it down low. She goes cross ice, right in there. It's screened. Looks to take the shot. Teagan has it. She fires a shot, and it's gloved up on that inside. Teagan's got to come off. Her skate lace is loose. All right, they got Mack up here. She's ready to take the draw. 5-on-3 for another 47 seconds. Mack ties up the winger. Dug out over there on the backside. Amelia gets it over to Rudy. Rudy's going to have it. She comes over, dumps it down low in the corner. Jordana calling for it on the far side. Tied up behind the net. She looks to flip it off the wall. Grabbed by Jordana. Now for Rudy. Rudy's got it. They get set up. Cross-ice pass. Picked up on the backside. They walk over up front looking for that screen. She's got a screen on the backside. Fires the shot. Comes up over the top of the net. Now they've got it down low again. Back up top for Rudy. Rudy with a touch pass over towards Mac. Mac's going to circle around with it. She goes cross-ice. Gets it to Jordana. Jordana has one low. She's going to throw the pass across. Now up for Tegan. Now for Rudy. Low shot comes in. She walks in. Shot through a couple bodies. Now we're back to 5-on-3 or 5-on-4 hockey. Down low in the corner. Over for Mac. Mac back to Daniela. A shot high. Goes blockered down. They get it down low into the corner again. Pitched off on that far side. Mac comes around underneath, and the Storm come away with it. Now Annabelle. She gets it up forward off a stick. She goes down behind the net. Around on this inside wall. Daniela comes all the way across, picked up by Jordana. Jordana, she's going to throw it forward, trying to hit Annabelle. She tips it in, goes off the ref. Played it in, and gloved down out of the air. 11 minutes left here, 7 in the power play. Jordana steps up, plays it into the zone, kicks it to her own stick. She's going to walk forward, had two people lift her stick. Mac's going to come away with it. She's looking for a pass. She's on her backhand. She just has to dump it down into the zone. Back to 5-on-5. Jordana wires up a shot, comes hopping through, and the goalie's going to cover it up and get a little more semblance on that front line. Storm able to kill it off. Alliance got some pretty good shots on net during that 5-on-3. The goalie stands tall. One of the better power plays I've seen them do, though, is they got the puck moving left to right. Tegan back out there with her skate fixed. The puck gets flipped up over the top of her. 2-on-1 forming here as they come into the zone with speed. A shot blockered away. Comes off that outside wall. Back to the defense. Defense have it. They center it. Shot, and Aviana gobbles that up. Shaddy on the draw. One over near side. Puck dumped back down low. Olivia got a stick on it. Now it's loose in the high slot. On the backhand, they keep it alive into the zone. Now moved up that outside wall. Defense has it. They're going to stick handle down low. Pushed out of the way by Lily. Up and out of the zone as Amelia gets it up and out. Over for the Storm. They make this pass back here. Picked up by Addie. Addie's going to try and dump it up and out of the zone. She fights it back down. The Storm peel away. They try to come around in front of the net. Good defense there. Annabelle with a 360 on her skates. Has to pivot to get in position. Now they move it around. Looking to start the cycle. Poked at by Annabelle. A shot comes through the slot. Now Olivia on the far side. She flips it up. She gets taken down on the backside, and they'll have icing on that one. .9:27 left here in the second period of the second game of the day. Mac's going to take this draw. Mac pulls it back into the corner. Storm get down there low. They're going to try and move it forward up the wall. They peel through to the high slot and take a low shot, trying to tuck it in on the backside corner. Grabbed by Mac. Mac to Tegan. Tegan's got it. She comes stick handling forward off the outside wall, dumps it down, and is going to chase it deep on the forecheck. Storm pick it up. They start moving back on that backside. Moved over towards the front of the net. Up top to the D. Kept alive by Tamara, I believe, on that far side. Thrown up front. Now a centering pass by Jordana. Up top for Rudy. Rudy with a shot on the lane. Got in there looking for a screen. Puck dropped in the skates. They move it over and get it out. They stick handle up, cross the blue line. Poke checked over there to keep the play wide. They come back into the zone. Teagan pushes the play up top. Good stick there by Mack. It's going to hit the wall. Looking to get Mack on the front. She has to hit the brakes. Teagan heading towards the net. And a whistle. Was that icing? Oh, she got a shot off and got it gloved. I missed that. Annabelle to take a draw. One up top towards Riley. Grabbed out of the pile. Turnaround pass. Annabelle backside. She looked to flip it forward. Rolled off the tip of her stick. Now in the corner for Windy City. They hit the brakes and turn around the other direction. Amelia is going to crash in on that. And she gets the puck at the hashes. Annabelle picks it up behind the net. She gives a nice soft touch pass. It was loose in the blue. Now they move it off a skate. Amelia and Annabelle with some good pressure over here on that far side. It's picked up over there by Maddie. Maddie tried to dump it low. Now Annabelle has it. Annabelle looking to move it back up top. Poked off of her stick. They throw it all the way down. That's probably going to make it for icing. We line up again, Mack, Jordana, and Teagan. Windy City has it. They come walking back. They get it on the hashes. Teagan gets over there, got a stick on it. She fights it at the wall, picked up by Windy City. They're going to curl around in front of their net. They look for that high breakout pass, rolled off of her stick. Jordana with a poke check there, turns it the other direction. Cross-ice D-to-D pass over for Teagan. Teagan gets it to Jordana, and a little backhand chop there comes up and out of the zone. Tamara, she's got to come over and dodge a few players from the Storm and the ref. Now it's back for Tamara. Tamara off the wall to Teagan. Teagan tries to fight it forward. Picked up by Windy City as they have some backup. Now over far side, Rudy keeps the puck out of the zone. She's going to kick it forward, and they're going to get an offside whistle. One back by the Storm. They have it up top off that outside wall. Push low. Rudy has it. She's got one on her. She has to pivot around behind the net. Breakout pass for Olivia. She checks over her shoulder. And off a skate, able to be kept in by the Storm. They come down, walk it in, try to backhand pass across the crease. Couldn't quite get it. Another one right alone in the high slot, bar down. She didn't miss that one. Left alone in the high slot. And about 15 minutes to line up and take that shot. 6:29 left. Shaddy on the inside. D-to-D pass over there on the backside. They get the puck up. Saucer pass up here towards the red line. They walk in, get the puck down low, drop pass to the D. Defense flips it high into the air, kicked after by Olivia. Good play there by the defender as she walked in. Stick lift over there, trying to keep the puck alive. Now a drop pass on the cycle. Called after by Sabina, and she throws a shot on net right into the glove of Aviana. A lot of ice time, rolling the lines again. Mac's going to take the draw. Mac has it, tied up over on that backside. Mac gets it off the inside wall. Defense has it. Shot goes off Teagan and hits the protective netting. We'll try it again. Mac pushes it forward. Defense up there. She's got to back off as Mac's going to chip it around her. She comes walking in. Her D partner comes over, helps her out, picks up the puck. Down low, saucered up towards center ice, moved on by Rudy. Now she has it down low, pushed down over into the corner by Tamara, and they both go down in the corner. Now over for Tamara. Backhand pass up the wall towards Jordana. Defense get it up over on the far side. It comes all the way in from the backside. High sticking was on for a moment. Now up and out towards Teagan. Teagan's got it. She's going to back up. She banks it off the wall, down low for Mac. Mac's going to be the first one there. Mac centering pass goes off a skate and almost deflects in. Now up high top, off that outside wall. Lily, she's going to fight that puck forward. Gets it up to Jordana. Jordana's going to dump it in across the line. Windy City had 6 on the ice for a moment there. They peel away. Teagan with pressure forces the pass. Now it comes up as Jordana stick handles in. They walk in, tried to hit the short side post. Defense turns around. She turns a slapper on, sticked out of the air. Now a pass down low into the corner. They peel away with it. She's going to chop it up to her defense. Had it on the backhand. Now a give and go back as Shaddy comes across. The shot goes wide left of the net. Picked up off the outside wall. Jordana crashes in. Another shot covered up by Aviana. Now Shaddy to take the draw. Puck down low in the corner. Rudy, she's going to body her off over on the backside of the net. Chased after by Tamara. They come through the high slot. Looks to turn it around, and she's going to dunk that one in. As she turned across, squared up in the high slot and put it through. Mac will take the draw here over for Teagan. Teagan ties up the player on the wing. Mac's going to fight her down low in the corner. Cross ice pass. Far side. She's pushed off the puck. Teagan got a stick on there. They're in the high slot. Can't get a shot off over on this near side. Looking to break it up the wall for Teagan. Teagan gets to the defender. Defender takes a shot, goes wide right of the net. Rudy double checks both of her shoulders. Now it's going to be over here for Mac. Mac's got it. She flips it up off the wall, looking to hit Teagan. Teagan comes through, looks to play it forward, got it around one defender. The second one crashes in. McKenzie comes in on the backside and gets the puck low. Now they turn it up ice. Backhand to Teagan. Teagan over to McKenzie. On the far side, a shot. Oh, and just glances off the glove up into the protective netting. Good cross-ice pass there. Got the goalie moving. As Mac and Jordana and Teagan moving the puck around. Mac on the draw, won by the Storm. Back in towards the zone. Bryn has it. Popped up high in the air. Over for Mac. Mac's got it. She throws a shot and glove down as it was coming on the glove side towards the post. Mac will try it again. Down low in the corner. Backhand pass around the horn. Picked up by the Storm. They've got it down low. Another pass up. They come across and Stick handle into the zone. They take it down low. Stick lift there. She tried to go short side. Now Riley's got it. Riley threw it, hit the ref up high. Now they're going to stick handle it into the zone, block it away, hit the top of the netting. Now Teagan comes in. She stick handles low, pokes it to get it up and out. Left it back for Riley behind the net. Riley tried to rim it around hard over towards Jordana. Jordana with a touch pass, trying to get it up and out. Left for Riley. Riley pushes it on the backhand, gets it out of the zone. Jordana with pressure. Dump back in. Riley picks it up. Riley's got Bryn, pulls the defender with her. Bryn up to Teagan. Teagan takes the touch pass off the wall, gets it out of the zone. Two Storm crash into each other. Bryn's going to peel away with the puck for a moment. She's got to recover and get back in as they come back this way. Now for Teagan. Teagan's got it. She's going to come all the way across. She stick handles in. She pushes one player off on the backside, gets checked into the boards. Lets Shaddy come over and collect the puck. Now they walk in. High slot shot, misses the top right of the net. Turnaround, wraparound, pushed over into the far side corner, looking to get the defender up top. And she couldn't hold the line as she was calling for the puck. Now stick handled back in. They come in high slot. Poke check wide. Down low in front. Kept away from the front of the net. A minute left here as it comes up to the defense. She's got it on the line. She goes D to D with her partner. Back up to her up high in the slot. She looks to dial up a shot but passes it down low. Now back over to the defense as they move the puck side to side. Glove down by Aviana. Minute 5 left here. Puck won back by the Storm. They get to the defense, up down the hashes. Back behind the net, Addie. She's going to collect the puck. Flipped over to the Storm, who were down low in the corner. They fight it over far side, picked up by Annabelle. Poke check there as Shaddy chases her around. Up off the wall, grabbed by Annabelle. Annabelle comes away with it. She's got 40 seconds, makes the cross ice pass to Shaddy. Shaddy takes it wide, but banged off of her stick, low into the corner. Crashed in on, kept alive up top, and a poke there, and she puts it in! Yeah! What a shutout spoiler right at 27 seconds. As Annabelle, left alone in front of the net for a half hour, was able to tuck that in glove side. Puck picked up by the Storm. They're going to chase it back over into the zone. Jordana, she flips it up towards the top of the Keys. Grabbed by the Storm. Stick lift there. Turns it around. 17 seconds ticking away here. Pushed over into that far side corner. Turns around on the backside. Left over there for Jordana. Jordana, she's got a lane. She comes in. Walks it wide. Gets down low. Look for a centering pass. Teagan goes to cut it off on the backside with 3 seconds left. And they finish up the game 5-1. Pretty good for the 40th ranked team versus the 10th ranked team, though. A great goal by Annabelle at the end there to spoil the shutout. And we'll see you back tomorrow. We play the Kachinas at, I believe, 12:30 Central.